Hey you guys, how's it going? Welcome to Moto Mango. So yeah, I just wanted to go over the Iztoss Welugnal universal speedometer. It's had a few names I've seen on Amazon. I'm not really sure what to call it, but it's that, you know, $35-ish universal motorcycle speedometer that a lot of people seem to be using. I ended up getting a new one because my sensor on my old one went bad, and the wiring was different, and the calibration, all the setting parameters were different as well. So I figured I'd go over that and show you guys what I did to hopefully make your lives easier, because again, these speedometers come with terrible instructions and they're totally a pain to set up, so stay tuned for that. So I'll go over the wiring real quick, the wiring diagram on the screen, and just go over a few that didn't really make sense. So first off, the red and the black wires are for power and green is for ground. Those are your three crucial ones you have to hook up to make sure it works. But I think, what did it say? For red, connect to power, that makes sense. Green for ground. For black, it says electric door lock. Don't know why. Red and black are your two power wires. Green is ground. So those are crucial ones. Then you have blue, white, which is your gas level, but they called it your oil level, so I could see how that would be confusing. I'm talking to the camera. And then you have the black purple wire, which is your tach RPM wire, but they called it a speed signal wire. So I was just trying to go over those few that are probably somewhat confusing, just to hopefully help you guys out. But other than that, the wiring diagram is, you know, it's pretty transparent and makes sense. So hopefully you guys can figure that out. Just comment down below if something still doesn't make sense, and I'll try to help you out. So now we'll go over actually calibrating and setting up the speedometer once you have it hooked up. Okay, so once you turn your ignition, you should see your speedometer do a sweep like this. It takes a second. So once it's done that, you're going to hold the button on the back until it changes into the setting mode, and then you're going to be prompted to put in a password. I don't know if it's different for every speedometer, but the instructions that came with mine say to put in 888. So you tap the button to change the number, and then you hold it to move on to the next number. So now I'm tapping to get to 8. Now I'm holding the button on the back again to get to the next number, to change that. So now hitting the button to get up to 8. Now I hold it to get into the setting mode. And then the first parameter of the setting mode is your wheel circumference to calculate your speed. And it's in centimeters. And so basically you measure the diameter of your wheel. Yeah, sorry, not circumference, just the diameter of your wheel. Forget what mine was. I think it was like 20 something inches. So like 60 centimeters ish. It was like 24 inches. We're gonna just put 60 for the purpose of this video, which should be pretty close. I'll dial that in later. You kind of have to do a little bit of tinkering to get it exactly right. So once I have the numbers, and I hold the button again to get to the next setting. So this is the pulse generator setting. I think it goes all the way up to 16. I don't really know what it is. I can't, maybe it's asking for the number of magnets. That's what I've been kind of just guessing. And I've got 3 magnets on my rotor for the sensor to pick up, so I'm going to put it on 3 and assume that they're asking for number of magnets. Really not sure what they're wanting there. And then the third parameter is whether you want miles per hour or kilometers per hour. So you just click the button to change it, and then once you have it where you want it, you hold the button, and then it will take you to the next parameter, which is for your fuel gauge. It's 2 or 3. The instructions were kind of unclear. It said whether you have 2 or 3 lines for your fuel. I don't really know how it's going to affect your sensor, but I don't have a fuel gauge, so I don't have to worry about that. And so this is your number of cylinders on your bike. And I think it was kind of confusing. So it was 0 is 4-stroke, 1 is 2-stroke, and then 2 is 1-stroke. Or sorry, that's what the instructions say. Think of it, I'm just thinking of a cylinder. So 0 is for 4 cylinders, 1 is for 2 cylinders, and then 2 is for 1 cylinders. I don't know why they did it like that. It's super confusing. I had it on 0, and I was getting super high RPM reads, and mine's an inline 4-cylinder, so I actually put it up to 1 for a 2-cylinder and was getting the correct RPM reading on that. So that might be the same for you, so it's worth checking it out. And then that's the last parameter. So that's, once you've picked what you want for that, you just hold the button and then you save your settings, and then you've got your speedometer calibrated. Alright, well that's going to do it, you guys. Hopefully that was helpful. Comment down below if you have any questions or issues. I'll do my best to help you out and answer them. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. The channel's been growing, which has been awesome. I've got motorcycle parts coming in, so the rebuild on this bike is in process. I'm getting clutch and throttle cables, new levers. I'm getting crash bars now. Just figured it's a good investment based off of what's happened recently. So yeah, stay tuned for the rebuild, guys. It should be fun. Cheers.
How long do I got to keep you together?